well. So last session we started talking about crimes and criminals, and I'm going to start this session with a question for you. And tell me, my first question, do you think Vietnam is a safe country to live in?
I think it's a safe country. Yes, it is. Yeah, many people say that Vietnam is a safe country to live.
Yeah. Is there any pickpocketing or shoplifting?
No, there isn't.
Yeah, great. Very good. So you think it's safe country. And tell me, what is the most common crime in your country? If it can be a petty crime, just small crime, not really important one.
It's the murder.
Yeah, murder. Yeah. So it's
Violent. Yes. There is murder, violent crime,
yeah.
burglary.
Yeah.
Burglary.
Burglary. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they're most common crimes in your country. So tell me about so I don't know, driving against traffic or, for example, red light running. So which one? No?
Cross white, red light, right?
Yeah, red light. Let me share my screen. Red light running.
Yes, I think there's it's popular in Vietnam. Red light running.
Yeah, of
When we
course.
drive a car or a bicycle, uh, we don't stop at the red light, right? But we run through the red light, right?
Yeah.
Is it
So
your
yeah,
man? You
yeah.
mean?
Yeah, of course. It's something like, if a vehicle, it can be car or bike, enters an actually intersection anytime after, signal light has turned red. So this is the meaning of red light running. So it's something like, for example, the driver has committed a violation, something like this, especially, motorists, a person who, bike riders or something like this. So actually they enter an intersection anytime after the actually signal light has turned red. So of course it's illegal. So do you have something like this?
Mm. I understand that I think that you I saw a lot of people uh, right through the red light.
Yeah, it's something like, as I told you,
They
yeah,
don't stop
yeah,
at the red light
yeah,
signal of red light.
yeah, of course, of course. Especially, some motorists, people who ride motorbikes, okay, they are in an intersection when the signal changes. So, for
Mm.
example, and, of course, they're waiting to turn left. They're waiting to turn
Mm.
left. But, actually, it's different from uh, red light runners because, this person wants to turn left. It's different. But some people actually enter the intersection, they enter the area of red light without paying attention to the light. So this is red light runner.
Mm. Yeah.
Yeah, so it's something like normally, sometimes happens. Okay, so let me write it here. Okay, if a vehicle
enter an intersection anytime.
Yeah. So it's, for example, like the intersection, it can be like, let me show you. So when we say intersection, maybe you don't know the meaning of this. It's actually the place, so where maybe two streets actually something like join, something like intersect, and maybe it can be like this, for example, or for example, like this, okay? So intersection,
Yeah.
so the enter and red light is here, okay? And they enter
Mm.
without paying attention to red light, okay? Of course, they need to wait, but they
Yes.
actually enter. So this is the meaning of running, actually red light running. So do you have
Yeah.
the same thing? Is it normal?
Yes. Yes. It's very normal in Vietnam. Many people cross the street. Why? Why have a red light?
Yeah.
Have a yeah. They are red light running.
Yeah, of course, Day. Well, and
Yes.
now let me ask you another question. Okay, well, so let's talk about punishments. Well,
Yeah.
let's
Punishment.
talk about punishments. For example, for someone who actually runs red light, so what is punishment? Do you need to pay fine? So what is the punishment?
If there are the policemen there, there are policemen there.
Yeah,
Um, then they um, they touch the the touch the vehicle,
yeah,
but there aren't policemen standing there at the at the, at the intersection. Uh, so there is no punishment.
yeah, of course. So it's
That
something
means
like, even if it's recorded by cameras?
yes, maybe it there is there are cameras there,
Yeah,
uh, but the punishment I don't know how they uh,
yeah,
give the sentence to the illegal vehicle.
of course. Yeah,
Yes,
so you
I
don't,
don't know they yeah
yeah, of course. So actually, maybe you don't know what is the sentence that is actually given actually for a crime. So you don't know what is it, but if it's been recorded, or for example, if police officer observe and monitor this, of course they will catch the vehicle, and of course this something like driver. But if no, so nothing. So the first word of this topic is sentence. As you mentioned just now, sentence, actually it's the punishment, is the punishment for a crime ordered by court, for example, or due to something like in a criminal procedure. So it's a punishment. It can be different sentence. So, and you can get sentence. So the verb get can be used. Normally
okay
we use it. So if you want to use a verb, you can get sentence. Okay. So it's a punishment for a crime ordered by, I don't know, court or something like this. Well, okay. So death penalty is the highest sentence for criminals. Ah, really? Yeah, what is the highest? Do you know anything about the highest sentence for criminals in your country? What is that?
Death, death penalty.
Yeah.
Yes, in our country, death penalty is the highest sentence for criminal.
Yeah, and could you explain it as something like death as a punishment given by court for something like really serious crimes?
Yes.
Ah, of course, got it. Oh, it's scary, like, it's really high sentence. Okay, and now we discussed the words, so you know the meaning of pickpocketing, you know this word. So it's something like the crime of stealing things out of people's pockets or bags, especially in a crowd. So pickpocketing, as you know, the crime of stealing things out of people's pockets or bags, especially in the crowd. So you know the meaning of this. Okay, so pickpocketing is really common, I think. It's really, really common crime in different countries. So we normally, especially in subway and some crowded places. So have you ever experienced something like this? You know, someone.
No, I haven't, but my friends and my relatives had experience about pickpocketing.
Pickpocketing, yeah, of
Pickpocketing. Yes.
course. Yeah,
It's also common in Vietnam
yeah,
in
of course.
in the big city like Hanoi and Ho Chi Minh.
Of course, it's something like really normal all over the world. So because nowadays, especially, I don't know. So you go somewhere and you want, especially in public transport, when using public transport, so you can find. So, so are you okay with you? Or you want to drive?
Yeah, no.
No, it's okay. Okay, just
Mm.
okay. Just be careful not to have cold. Okay, shoplifting. Yeah, another one. So, shoplifting, as you can guess, and as you know, it's about stores and shops. So, the act of taking goods from actually store or somewhere else without paying them. So,
Yes.
yeah, of course, without paying. And something like, another common, especially, so in some areas you see some people they easily, yeah, I watched a video, and there was a woman, and she went
Mm.
to store, and actually she wore something like skirt. It wasn't skirt, it's something like, I don't know, skirt or pants, something like this. And you can't believe it, you know, how many things, how many goods she stole and hid in, it's actually her skirt. And that was, of course, they could catch her. But how many goods and products from store, it was like, really incredible. So how did she do it? And everything was recorded by camera so they could catch her. But nowadays people have really different methods of shoplifting,
Mm.
so you say you
Shoplifting.
yeah, of course. Okay, it's your turn. Let's talk about it. Shoplifting. What do you think about it? And tell me why. It's something like sometimes you see some teenagers, they go somewhere and steal something from stores. So why do you think? Because they don't need, of course. There is no need here. Yeah, if someone need, you would say, okay, this person can steal something from a store. But what about teenagers? They do something without actually having any need, something like, okay, just for fun.
Mm. Maybe they have their they maybe they have the um, problems about psychology.
Ah, yeah, there's psychological problem issues. Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
Yeah, their behavior actually, uh, I think has been, has changed during this years. Is something like, I don't know, sometimes they behave in really different ways. Just, something like, they like to do something, okay, and just for fun with friends, they go and they do it. But I think we need to, do you think they should actually get punishment or sentence for this behavior, or no, it was just for example fun, so you think it's not really important?
I don't know.
Yeah. You have no idea about this topic. Okay, you don't know.
But
Wow.
let me tell you my um a girl I know, the girl I know. I for maybe 10 years ago I lived in my uncle's house to I stayed there with them and to work because
Yeah,
I have a let yes I rent a room
yeah,
in my uncle's house, and she is uh, my uncle doctor, but not doctor really, actually daughter. She
yeah,
uh, she 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 was adopted daughter.
yeah,
She
adopted, yeah, of course.
adopted daughter, yes, and um, I she stole a lot from everyone in the family, every family members. Yes, even me. Um, um, I um, I whenever wherever I kept my money, she
Mhm.
can found it. She could find it.
Ah,
Yes. Um. mm, and everyone said that they uh, lost something.
yeah,
They
of
yeah,
course.
and it spent many years, so I have to leave uh, and rent. I have to leave that house, and I rent another room to stay.
Ah,
Yes, yes,
yes.
and after 10 years, I met her again my in my grandma funeral.
Yeah,
Yeah, last month.
yeah, of course.
Yes, um, uh, because of the funeral of
Yeah,
my grandma, the 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 family member, and everyone wants her to come. Yeah,
yeah,
let her let her come in
yeah.
the house because of funeral.
Of
But
course.
yes, but she still
Oh,
stole
again?
again
School
in the
again.
funeral. Yes,
Oh,
yes, and she stole the money uh,
oh,
of my grandma in my grandma room.
oh,
Yeah,
really?
yeah,
Wow.
grandma before uh my grandma died. Yeah, she she stayed at that room and she kept the money there. So
She found money there.
uh, yeah,
Yeah.
so she stole it, um, and we looked at the camera and we saw that she came in
Yeah.
uh, and she opened the drawer.
Yeah. And easily took
Yes,
money.
after many years, she still uh, she don't give she doesn't give up her characteristic
Of course, characteristic. Yeah, of course. It's something for some people, it's like a habit. They
behavior.
can, yeah, of
Yeah.
course, they can change it. You know, I saw recently, I saw a video about a really, I think, something like, I don't know who was the person. So it was a young woman, rich and famous, but
Mm,
actually she is used to stealing things from store, used to shoplifting like this. And you know, of course, they could catch her, and she admitted that, you know, she stole lots of things, but it's something like related to actually something like psychological problem issue, like habit, and they can't change it. Sometimes you
yeah.
see that they don't need, for example, it's like, you know, they don't need, but they do it. Yeah, so it's like a habit that they can't change it. Wow, but that was really, I didn't know it's something like after many years and a funeral, just no way. Yeah. Wow.
Yes, I know it's a habit. I think it's a habit too. Yes, I agree with you because uh, be, uh, before leaving the funeral, I gave her some money. I
Yeah.
gave her some money before I leave.
Ah,
But after that, she still stole money from the
so
family.
of course, it's something, you know, mental problem. So I think
Yes,
it's, yeah,
mental
really
problem.
mental problem. So, and wow, different issues.
Yes.
Yeah.
Mm.
Well, theft, of course, the act of course, stealing something is theft. So you know that. So theft rate has increased dramatically in major cities like Hanoi and Ho Chi Minh City in recent years. Of course,
Mm.
theft means the act of stealing things from people. So it can be any kind of stealing. So, and yeah,
Mm.
especially in some, yeah, maybe especially in bustling cities, some big cities, cosmopolitan cities. So we see lots of actually thieves, and you know, and they do easily their work, you know, just easily do it without paying attention to anyone, and it's like, you know, really normal. And you can see sometimes we see that someone stealing something, but we can't do anything. So yeah,
Mm.
yeah, theft rate, yeah, has increased dramatically, and I do agree with this. And of course, especially maybe in different cities, but in major cities, in big cities, of course, we see it more. So we actually sometimes we experience something like stealing is something actually stolen from us, especially as I told you, something like shoplifting or pickpocketing, that is really normal. So this is another one. Theft is the act. Thief is a person who does. So thief
Mm.
is a person who does, and theft is the act.
act.
Yeah. Okay. So let me write it here. Okay. Okay, just when you make plural, you know that you need to change F to we. Thieves. So it's like thieves when we make it plural. So it's about all the words end in F. So when a word ends in F, and when we want to make it plural, we need to change F to we, like wolf, wolves. So wolf, it's singular, and when we want to make it plural, you say wolves. You need to change
Yes.
F to we. Well, and the next phrase, that is community service. It's unpaid work performed by a person or a group of people for the benefit, actually, and maybe betterment of their community, especially, for people who commit a crime. So maybe court consider community service as punishment. So it's something like, let me write, unpaid work performed by so I think, ordering, maybe sometimes paying fine, money. So sometimes judge orders someone to pay a fine and perform, for example, I don't know, limited hours of community service. So you need to perform community service, or you need to pay a fine, pay money as punishment, or sometimes for more serious crimes, you need to go to the jail. So different punishments. So what do you think about this punishment? So of course, this method maybe. So ordering community service, and actually, so what do you think about this? Is it a good way to
Yes.
punish someone?
Yes, I think so. It's a good way to someone who commit a
Crime, of
crime.
course, of
Yes.
course. Yeah.
Mm, um, but it maybe it some in some cases it's not um, uh, enough. It's not
Of
enough.
course. Of course, they
Yeah,
need more, yeah, for more
they need
serious crimes. Yeah, of course.
serious cases.
So it's not enough. So it's something like they need more, like they need to go to jail. So yeah, I do agree with you. Well, let's have a look at these words again. Sentence, pickpocketing, shoplifting, theft, and community service. Okay, well, if you want, can you just, I want to know if you uh, can you make actually one or two lines, using all those words and phrases? Just, I want you, what I say this, actually the purpose of having these type of tactics, actually using different words and phrases in one or two lines, is to make sentences that actually and connect them. Like we have something like coherence and cohesion in speaking and writing especially. It means to join sentences, to link sentences like this. So it means so that your speech seems more fluent. So if you can do it, just think about this word. Of course, you don't need to use all them, but if you can make maybe 2 or 3 lines, including these words.
Yes. Pick pickpocketing, shoplifting, and theft are popular in Vietnam, especially in the big city. The person who commit the crime will be get sentenced, and one of they have to go. They have to be they have to perform the community service or cut in or talk to the jail, take to the jail for what they did.
Yeah, of course, very good. So great. Well, just finished? Done?
Yes.
Okay,
Yes.
so that was really good. Just let me say something. When you say theft, theft includes different crimes. So shoplifting, pickpocketing, burglary, they can be included in theft. So theft rate actually has increased in recent years, especially in big cities. Just when you say in the big cities, when you add the, we have definite and indefinite article. So when you add definite article here, like the, you need to say the big cities such as. It means the cities that we know. So you add something like add names. Just big cities. It's general,
Yes,
every. So which means every. Yeah. So you don't need to use the here. So in big cities, yeah. So theft rate has increased in big cities, especially pickpocketing and shoplifting, and I think they need to get sentenced. For example, I don't know, community service, doing or performing community service. And for more serious crimes, it's better, for example, send them to jail. So something like this.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah,
Thank you.
you're welcome. Okay. Behind bars, do you have any ideas about it? It's really easy, actually. You can get the meaning from the picture. So behind bars. So let me say something. We have actually a diagram, a chart in IELTS writing. That is bar chart. And this is the meaning of bar. Look, like this. There are bars. So behind bars means, so as you can
In the
guess,
jail.
of course, in
In
prison.
the
Yeah,
jail.
in prison or in jail, of course. Just in jail, as I told you. So one session I would talk about that because that's really important word to use. And so in prison or jail, as you said. So when we say, if you say someone is behind bars, you mean that they are in prison. Well, and you would better ask Kevin to give you a lift. You can be put behind bars for driving. Yeah, of course, when you drunk, you're not allowed to drive. So you can be put behind bars. This is passive. You can be. Okay. So you can be put behind bars. Okay. For example, someone was behind bars. Okay. For example, my friend was behind bars last night, charged with, I don't know, murder, like this, attempted murder, something like this. So you can be behind bar, or someone can put you behind bars. So you can be, it means police can be put you behind bars. For drink, for what? Okay, let's make statement using this, behind bar.
Mm. In Vietnam, there are a serious event. Um, there are 68 persons
Yeah,
can um, be put behind bars
yeah,
for um, or stole for stealing money from the bank.
yeah.
Yeah.
Of course.
Uh,
That was, do you remember a word? You know, stealing money from bank.
mm,
Do you remember?
that just me. Just a moment. I remember.
Of course.
Um, Robbery.
It's kind of, yeah, actually. So, yeah, it can be, yeah, stealing, just, we have actually different words that I told you before. So, stealing, but it's different. For example, we have bank fraud, that is an illegal activity that, works to steal money or other property from a financial institution like bank, for example. So bank fraud, okay, it's something
Bank
like,
fraud.
let me write bank fraud. Okay, that is uh the act of physical acts like cashing, actually, or something like the stealing a credit card. So something like this.
Yeah, in Vietnam there are uh, 68 person, 68 people or person, 68 people who can be put under bars
Of course.
for bank fraud.
Yeah, of course.
Bank
Yeah.
fraud.
Yeah, very good, very good. Well, so, okay, and so as I told you, so you can say theft in banking. So theft in banking, a person who is thief. So that is, for example, bank fraud is one kind of it. So we have different words that you can use, but one of them. Okay, so sometimes stealing funds from, I don't know, existing bank account is something like different. Well, so we have behind bars, and you can be put behind bars. It means someone else. For example, police put someone behind bars because of actually committing a crime. So it can be any crime. And you are. And you have, actually, we have a structure related to this, to be caught. So of course, caught is, past participle of catch. This one is passive, to be caught. after that, we use ing form of verb. That is really easy. For example, Tom was caught stealing money. For example, of course, you can say by police. If you want, you can add by, was caught by police. Means was arrested. So, arrested because of doing something. Arrested because of doing something. So, was caught or was arrested. Doing something. So, my cousin was caught pickpocketing. A woman was caught shoplifting. So ing form of verb or something. So the verb that you need to use is gerund. Okay, so let's use it to be caught. Of course, it can be were or are, or for example, it depends plural or singular. It depends on the subject that you're referring.
Yes. I was caught. I was caught. Red light running.
Yeah,
Yes.
really. Yeah, yeah. Red light. Yeah, red light running. Yeah, great. You were caught. Red light running. Very good. Okay. So actually, I read a piece of news about a woman who was caught because of high speed. Actually, she drove about, for example, a distance for 1 hour distance in, I think, 10 minutes. But after that, they actually thanked her because she was a doctor and she wanted to actually arrive somewhere to save a mom and a baby's life. So because of this, police was really happy because of this. Now, first of all, of course, she was arrested, she was caught, and after that, when she figured out that what story, yeah, they was really satisfied with story, and of course, it was like they really appreciated her because of this. Well, so sometime we need to.
Maybe it happened in your country,
Of course.
but not in Vietnam because
Ah,
the traffic in Vietnam cannot. The traffic in Vietnam, she cannot drive at that speed.
it
Yeah.
depends. Not everywhere. It depends. Of course, when we say in the city, yeah, it's really, yeah, something, of course, due to traffic jam is really difficult. And yeah, of course, to get somewhere, in time. But I mean, for example, on the road, normally countryside or on the roads, you can drive in high
Yeah.
speed. Yeah. That was really good. Okay, so make the punishment fit the crime. So let's read the introduction to an article. Oh, it's really difficult. How can we read it? Okay, so let me help you because the questions are actually in a bad place here. So let me read. Maybe can you read it? Or if no, I can help you with reading.
I can read it. The man
Thank
is
you.
caught stealing books from the bookshop. The judge asks why he did it, and the thief says he loves books. What is the man's punishment? A prison sentence? A big fine? A
Fine,
big
money. Fine.
fine? No. Well, a big fine. Yes. The man is sent to read store to read story and books to hospital patients. The man is sent to read story and books to hospital patients.
Ah.
Um, he enjoys the job and continue to do it for many years. Wow. Welcome to the new world of alternative. Alternative. Yeah. Uh,
Of
very
course,
nice.
that was really good. That was really good. And
Yeah.
I think, the sentence was excellent, especially, sending someone
But
to
it's
read.
not Vietnam. It's maybe in your country or another European country.
So why
In
not?
European, uh-huh. No, in Vietnam, we um uh, we have to be we must be put in the jail, in jail.
For everything,
Yeah.
so for any crime,
With
just
high
maybe
court.
for petty crimes, even, oh, let me say something because I forgot to tell you about petty crime.
Oh,
Crime,
the government don't have a chance, don't give a chance to run to people who commit a crime.
oh, so for example, even if, you know, they commit a really small, not important crime, they need to go
Uh-huh.
to jail? Yeah.
Yes, or they have to pay a big fine.
Yeah.
They don't offer a job for him. Yes, they
Ah,
don't.
so there is no actually community service as punishment for criminals. No.
Maybe they're. Oh, no,
Ah.
I don't think so.
So of course,
Yeah.
as you
Pretty crime. Yes.
petty crime is small, unimportant. For example, stealing book from a store is not really important. So of course, we have community service sentence for petty crimes, not for serious crime. So of course, serious crimes are really different and they need to go to the jail, maybe to the end of their lives. But you know, and at the same time, some of them need to do actually some service in the prison, you know, in prison. So they need to do community service in prison, not out. But you know, for some not unimportant maybe crimes, yeah, we have something like community service that of course they are monitored, they are observed, so that police know what they're doing and how they're doing. So of course they need everything, they know everything, but they can, I think they can help. So at least they can do something that they are able to do. So it's good.
Yes, I hope to have a many story like this in
Yeah,
Vietnam.
of course. I hope so. Of course, I hope so. Maybe it's a weather, you know, I think, just tell me your opinion about it. I think if you send someone to jail, to prison because of unimportant crime, maybe this person will actually learn some new crimes, maybe more serious crimes. And then when this person goes out of prison or jail, it will be, I don't know, maybe a new criminal, something like more serious. So because of this, I think you don't need to send everyone to prison when they can do something else. So when you can have some other punishments. You know, they sometimes they learn something new. Yeah, they go to the jail and they learn from the other criminals.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so I
Mm-hmm.
think it's not really a good idea. But some,
Yeah.
yeah, okay, well, and so let me ask you this question. What are the possible causes of crime? Poverty, lack of money, drugs, of course. And which one? Negatively affected by violence and TV or media. So which one you think?
Yes. All of this.
Oh, of course.
All
And
of
this,
yes. All of this cause of crime are possible. All
yeah,
of this are the possible causes of crime.
yeah, of course. Especially, I think, you know, and you know this, as I told you, do you remember that I told you about teenagers? Yeah,
Yes.
it's something like,
Teenage.
yeah, negatively affected by violence in TV or media is something like TV make things seem really easy and normal. So maybe sometimes attractive. So let's go and, I don't know, do some shoplifting. So I think it's a good idea. So I think TV and media is really important, and drug, and of course poverty, the first reason. Well, and the last question, what should we do to protect ourselves and our family from crime? So you can use the suggested answers.
I think a good way to protect ourselves from crime is protect ourselves from avoid to go out at late night. Yeah. Yeah. Or
Yeah.
yeah. And lock the door carefully before going out.
Yeah, of course.
Um, and raise their awareness of crime. Yeah.
Of course. So we need to, but how about learning martial art? So do you know the meaning of it? Like judo, karate. So some actually martial arts, some kinds of sport and activities that we use our hands and our actually legs to protect, to do. So something like judo, karate, they are martial arts, sometimes yoga. So what do you think about this?
It's not popular in Vietnam.
Yeah, of course, it's not really popular in my country as well.
Martial arts. Maybe
Martial
I
arts.
don't know much about martial art.
Martial
Martial
arts. Yeah, martial
martial
art. Yeah, actually, they are some sports and activities like judo, like karate. Okay, so, and there are several actually arts of combat, of fight, self-defense. So, like karate and judo, that would normally we do them actually to something like kind of self-defense, to defend yourself.
Yes.
Okay, so they are called martial arts, the kind of sport like, yeah, they're not really, I don't know, popular, but we know them. Well, okay, let's skip this topic. So we talked
Yes.
about
Thank you.
crimes. You're welcome. Have a great day with your family and see you.
Yeah.
You're welcome.
Yes. Thank
Goodbye.
you.
You're
Bye. See
welcome.
you
Goodbye.
tomorrow.
Of course. Bye.
Tomorrow, Friday. Yes.
Of
Okay.
course. Bye.
Thank you.
You're welcome.